Look at what happened yesterday at the Kip Keino Classic that took place at the Kasarani Stadium. Is none other than Jonathan Komen, who's the senior reporter here at the Standard. Good afternoon, Jonathan.
Good afternoon, Robin.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You enjoyed all the action from yesterday?
Of course I did.
Everything went well?
It went so well.
Yeah. We only missed Shellyan Fraser.
Yeah, we missed Shellyan Fraser.
Yes.
And I think that was one of the lowest moments of the day.
So before we get into that conversation this afternoon, I want us to first take a look at the highlights from the Kip Keino Classic yesterday, where we had Omanyala winning the 100 meters. We had Terry Twanisha winning the women's 100 meters. We want to take a look at those highlights before we get into that conversation this afternoon.
Look at the most experienced athlete in the field, Mora. She's gone off, but she's just settled back now. She can almost take a little bit of a break, conserve her energy, making sure that she's got enough in that final 200 metres. So let's look at that clock. Well, it's 55.74, and the pacemaker herself decides to step off at this point. Mary Mora still in front. Segoso of South Africa, she has been following the whole time behind her. Mary Mora with 100 metres to go. She'll be pumping her arms. She's not got it easy. Desta is right behind her as Mary Mora looks to take this win in the women's 800 metres in Nairobi. The crowd are on their feet. Listen to that uproar. What sort of time will it be? Well, 1:58.85. That pretty much went to script.
Lovely to see celebrations of Mary Mora as soon as she's across the line. She controlled that race from gun to tape, and I think you're right, Jenny, when she's got that ceiling there, 50.44 national record over 400 metres in Botswana a couple of weeks ago. Going through that first 400, it's always going to feel easy. But I still find it slightly confusing every time I watch Mary Mora, the amount she eases off in that third 200. She does come back strongly after that. She does manage to lift her pace again. But when she looks towards Budapest and the World Championships and the likes of Athing Mo and Keely Hodgkinson, I feel you never mind the other athletes that are having fantastic seasons.
Here we go, men's 200 metres. Live scenes from the World Athletics Continental Tour Gold meeting in Nairobi. Oh, well, I think it was Bambule who was left in those blocks there, wasn't it? Doran got a good start. Rafifa has got a lot of work to do. Fall is running particularly well at this moment, but Kyrie King looks like he's running well. Aaron Brown from Canada, and what about this? Look there. Oh, it was so tight on the line, wasn't it? But Hannah Fembule, did he come back to get second place after that terrible start, bless him?
That was, second or third for Fembule there, just in the closing stages. Aaron Brown was neck and neck for me between Kyrie King, Aaron Brown and Mahamadou Fall as they came into that 100 metres. And then Aaron Brown has continued his very good season. He was second in Botswana, third in Doha, first here in Nairobi. Really interested to see how Sha'Carri Richardson goes here today. Phenomenally talented athlete. So I wasn't surprised by that result in Doha. And let's see her have a go again at the 200 today. Clean start in the women's 200 metres. Sha'Carri Richardson just easing up on the stagger there. Regina Bass already. Sha'Carri Richardson powering round the bend. Can she convert that into the straight? She looks tall. She looks smooth. Sha'Carri Richardson powers down this track here in Nairobi. She's got 40 metres to go. She celebrates, arms aloft, punches down as well. 22.08 from Sha'Carri Richardson. And she didn't even have to use her arms in the last 40 metres or so. It's not going to hit the world lead. That will stay with Julian Alfred, 21.91. But that is going to rewrite the meeting record here. Sha'Carri Richardson enjoying the atmosphere here in Nairobi. The original poster girl for this meeting was Shellyan Fraser-Pryce, for good reason as well, with the performances she's had in her career and here last year in Nairobi. Sha'Carri Richardson quite rightly rewriting the focus point for the female athletes here.
Men's 800 metres coming up next on track. There is the full lineup. It is a very competitive affair. Emmanuel Wanyoni, he won last year here, 2021 World Junior Champion. He was 4th in Eugene at the World Championships last year. And once again, we've got a pacemaker in this, 49.5 seconds through 400 metres. Well, here we go, a very busy field. Everybody wanted a spot in this race. You can still see the weather is very, very nice. Late into the afternoon, early evening in Nairobi. Right on cue, there is the pacemaker, Khalid Banimi of Algeria.
I was wondering whether Kamai was a pacemaker as well, but it doesn't look like he is. I saw a big move from Timothy Cherry as he suddenly realised what was going on, but he's been swallowed up by the pack on the outside. As we move through with 200 to go, keep your eye on Chepo Chite of South Africa. He finished fantastically fast in Botswana.
Well, Kemai, I think with 100 metres to go, his race is done. And it is Kinyamal of Kenya. He's finishing very strong. He's hitting the front at the moment, but his teeth are gritting. As it is Cheeto, I think it's Cheeto who's come in, or a lot of men in this race, and very, very hard to tell when we don't get their bibs. Well, it was the youngster, Emmanuel Wanyoni of Kenya, the 18-year-old, who finished so good down that home straight, overhauling the 2-time Commonwealth Games champion, Kip Keino. Well, Emmanuel Wanyoni of Kenya, another one of these 18-year-olds, 1:43.33, and he was the winner here last year too at age 17. He's just gone and replicated what he did last year, Hannah.
Just like that, we are into the final event here at the Kip Keino Classic, the men's 100 metres. See the season's best marks of the athletes. That's the full start list on your screen, and expect the roof to come off here at the Kirani Stadium. Can Ferdinand Omanyala deliver another sub-10 second clocking and a win here to conclude the action in Nairobi? It's a good start for the big men in the middle. Ferdinand Omanyala trying to stay relaxed. He's under pressure, but he's not showing it at all. Ferdinand Omanyala this time drives all the way to the line. No showboating, no time for smiles to his competitors. Ferdinand Omanyala delivers what the home crowd wants again here in Nairobi. He is a superstar. Student studying here chemistry at the University of Nairobi, a homegrown talent, brilliant Kenyan wins, capped off phenomenally here by Ferdinand Omanyala.
As we cheer the winners, congratulations.
Of course, Ferdinand Omanyala winning 100 meters, and to witness that, we had a number of Kenyans that thronged to the Kasarani Stadium, including President William Ruto, who was there to witness Omanyala win the 100 meters at the Kip Keino Classic, and he did that in fashion. Now, I want us to get into deep conversation on the Kip Keino Classic, and of course our senior reporter here, the Standard Group, that is Jonathan Omen, who is here with me, and we want to get into the deep of things. Ferdinand Omanyala winning yesterday, how big of, the track and field season has just started. We are into the Diamond League, and Ferdinand Omanyala, remember 2 weeks ago, he was in Atlanta taking part in 150 meters, where he finished third. But now at Kip Keino Classic, he finished first, and this is defending his crown from last year, where, last year we had President Uhuru Kenyatta watching him win that. This year we had President William Ruto watching him win that. How big of a feat is that?
For Omanyala, look at the way he handled the Olympic Games in Tokyo in 2021. He started it all the way, making it to the semi-finals. As the first Kenyan to reach semi-finals at the Olympics. Yes. Again, look at it last year. He was late to arrive in Oregon for the World Championships. Yes. He made it to the second round, which was a nice feat. Again, later on, he went to the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. He won the first sprint gold for Kenya. Yes. Now he started the season so well.
He also inspired Kenyans to win at the African Championships. He also inspired Kenyans to win in the 4x100, relay.
Of course, he did it in style. But now look at the global picture. This is a guy who went to the indoor season. He swept everything on board.
Yes.
Straight to South Africa, sweeping on board.
Yes.
Botswana, he set a world leading time, but that was wind assisted. It was not ratified. Went to Atlanta, broke the African 150 meters record. Now he wanted to prove a point that his win last year was not a fluke. Winning last year before retired President Uhuru Kenyatta was a mean feat for Omanyala. He wanted to do the same for President William Ruto, and he did it. Now he's going to Rabat on May 28th for the Diamond League, the second Diamond League of the season, and he's going to face world champion Fred Kelly and the Olympic champion.
So, after winning yesterday, athletics enthusiasts will be looking at him, and they will be looking at 2 weeks from now. He will be in a star-studded lineup in Rabat, Morocco for the Diamond League. We have Fred Kelly, who's the world champion. You have Omanyala. You have the Olympic champion. You have, it's star-studded. What should we expect from him?
Omanyala, in the first place, it promised Kenyans that he's going to lower the African record at the Kip Keino Classic. Lowering the African record in Nairobi, especially at the Kasarani Stadium, with that such an elevation, is not easy. So, Omanyala taking on America's Fred Kelly, the world champion, and then the Jacobs of Italy, the Olympic champion, of Italy champion. It is not easy. I think that one will be fireworks. I think the African record might fall if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
in Morocco.
But again, when you race against some of the best, in terms of times, it also means that you also pull up your socks. So which means that the time that you set, or rather the time at the finish line rather, means that you could even have a better time than when you are racing here at home.
Of course, Robinson, we should expect Omanyala to dip below the 977 personal best in Rabat, given the climatic conditions in Morocco and the time of the season.
Yes.
And the class of field is facing in Morocco. Yeah.
And going into this Kip Keino Classic, Omanyala said that, this is my year. I'm very confident. Nobody is going to beat me. He showed that yesterday. Are we going to see that going forward?
It is not easy. He has to work extra hard. Fred Kelly is in top form. Fred Kelly is not the type of an athlete you can toy around the way he did last year at the Kip Keino Classic in Nairobi here. Yes. He has to prepare well, both physically and mentally. Because athletics is all about the physical strength and the mental strength. Yeah.
Yes. Let's move away from Omanyala. The absence of Shelly Ann Fraser, how big was it? Did you feel it? You were at the Kasarani Stadium yesterday. Did you feel it?
No, just the announcement that the three-time Olympic champion, Shelly Ann Fraser of Jamaica, had withdrawn from the Kip Keino Classic. It was a sad moment for the athletics fraternity in this country. For one, athletics fans from far and wide wanted to come to Kasarani to watch Shelly Ann do it practically.
Yes.
But most of the fans were demoralized when they heard that Shelly Ann had put an injury and he was leaving the country to Italy for treatment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we would have we would have loved to see Shelly Ann, on the tracks. Unfortunately, she got injured while training on Thursday, and she had to leave the country. So too bad for the Kenyan fans that turned out at the Kasarani Stadium, and she had to fly to Italy for specialized treatment. But again, these injuries come with age. She's 35 years of age at the moment.
Of course, being a three-time Olympic champion, that tells you that's 12 years about. Yes. I think she's slowly exiting the stage. That the monster girl of our sprints in this world is actually exiting the stage slowly by slowly. We should expect Shelly Ann on her prime time next year at the Paris Olympics do something special. Yeah.
Yes.
If she can.
What did you make of Mary Moraa yesterday?
No, with the age first. Mary Moraa, the Commonwealth champion, the world bronze medalist. At that age, we should have another Pamela Chelimo in 800 meters come 2 to 3 years. Yeah, at that one I can bet. Take it to the bank.
We are taking you to the bank.
Yeah.
Are you banking on now taking 800 meters and 400?
Yeah, she has already proved it.
Yes.
By doing 157 at that age, Mary Moraa, she's very good. The 400 speed and endurance in 800 can take her places. I can even assure you that Mary Moraa can be one of the Diamond League winners if she prepares well for the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be waiting to see. Remember, we are going into the second leg of the Diamond League. That will be in Rabat. That will be in 2 weeks' time. But let's take a look at other performances from yesterday. I want to take you back to javelin, which was one of the first events from yesterday. And all eyes were on our very own Julius Yego. I mean, he's won the world championship before. He set, one of the biggest throws ever. And yesterday, Kenyans were hoping and wishing that they can see that at the Kasarani, but it did not happen.
You look at it. Every day, Ascot is day. Every talk, Ascot is day.
Yes.
Julius Yego, since winning the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014, his craft has been ascending.
Yes.
2015, winning World Championships in Beijing.
Yes.
2016, winning the Olympic silver in Rio. And then from there, the curve dipped down.
Yes.
Only until last year when she won a bronze at the Commonwealth Games. I think the best throw Julius has done in the last four years or so, he has not done 80.
Yes.
And then here, Ihap of Morocco, Peters are doing 89, 88. Yes. You see the cap is a bit wide. So we have to accept that Julius has done enough. I think he has to struggle enough to make it to the medal bracket in Budapest.
In Budapest.
Yeah.
Yes, remember in javelin we had Timothy Hamann winning with a throw of 87.35. Anderson Peters, who's the world champion, was second with 85.72. And then we had Ihab with 81.04. And Julius Yego was... we had Dowit Smith with 78. Julius Yego had a throw of 77.24. So when you look at this, what should we expect from Yego if at all, he takes part at the World Championships?
If he makes it to the semi-final, it will be fine. Because I think those who will make to the semi-final must have done at least 84, which is no mean feat. 84 is not easy at the World Championships. If you look at those other guys, I think in the next...
The top three, we saw yesterday, they were not even struggling.
Yes. And then this is the season is still very young.
Yes.
On 28th, we'll be in Rabat for the second Diamond League. On 2nd, we'll be at in Rome for that one.
Yes.
I think between now and July mid-July, Julius must do his homework well for him to make it to the semi-final and the finals. Otherwise, it might not be. It will be a tall order for him.
It will be a tall order.
Yeah.
So I want us to take a short break. When we come back, Jonathan Gomez will be telling us what to expect in the men's 3,000 meter steeplechase, and of course how the women performed in the 3,000 meter steeplechase and other races that we had yesterday in the Kip Keino Classic. That will be after the break.